we'll see if the Arabians can lock them up here and try and disrupt some of the offense that they got going here.
Luke Hernandez on the baseline, gets it to Zach Webb, swings it back around. Roman Molden at the top of the key. Some motion offense we're seeing. Willie Jackson for three is short. Arabians come up with the rebound. Zach Webb comes up with the steal, finishes the layup. Great awareness by Zach Webb.
Great way of staying in the play. You know, there's a short shot. Looked like he got the rebound back, and Webb came in and took it right back. Gave the Tigers the first lead of the night.
And it looks like the Tigers are showing a 2-3 defense tonight. I'm sorry, could be man-to-man. Great pressure on the ball. Willie Jackson.
Ball at the top of the key to Black, trying to space the floor, make a move on Emmanuel Davis.
Top of the key is Black.
Pendleton's going to need to hit their shots tonight if they're going to want to keep it close. This year only shooting 43% as a team, as looks like Davis will get the early foul. That'll be the first on him for the night.
Luke Hernandez gets an early foul. That's one on him. That's first team foul. Gets it into Damian Wareham, who throws up a contested shots and put it in.
Great defense there by the Tigers. Just a great hook shot there by the Arabians. So they'll get themselves on the board early as it's 2-2 here.
Willie Jackson, top of the key, gets it to Zach Webb. Zach Webb tries a three, it's short again. Roman Molden tries to get the rebound, almost does. Daverick Black coming up the court. Sizing up Willie Jackson, trying to find options. Here's Warren, gets it back to Black.
Long three there for
Christian Jones, misses the long three. Emmanuel Davis starts the fast break. Luke Hernandez, a mid-range shot. Couldn't get the roll. Black with the rebound, pushes the ball up court. Great transition defense by the Fishers Tigers. Number 54, Tristan Ross.
Left wide open, blocked by Luke Hernandez. Great defensive awareness there on the other side.
And Zach Webb for three. Rims out.
It's Damian Wareham, the rebound. We're going to swing it out to Christian Jones. Back top of the key to Black. As it looks like the Tigers are going to get some of their subs in here early.
Zach Webb nearly gets the steal. And there's another foul on the play. Looks like that was Emmanuel Davis they got on the foul.
They're going to get him for that push in the back.
Oh no, that was Luke Hernandez. That's his second.
Two early fouls here for Hernandez. He came up with that huge block to save a basket, but he'll go take a seat on the bench with Roman Molden as Alex Solagi, Josiah Matthews, and Jeffrey Simmons will check in for the Tigers.
Oh, Josiah Matthews almost gets a steal. It stays with the Pendleton Heights Arabians.
Ryan Noel here to inbound it.
Gets it in to Christian Jones at the wing. There's Black. Black gets it to Warren. Warren for a long three. Doesn't get it. Josiah Matthews able to come up with a rebound and a foul on Ryan Noel. A great box out by Josiah Matthews, the point guard.
Neither of these teams have been really able to get great looks that they want. They both had a couple open shots they've just missed. For the Pendleton Heights, they're really going to be looking for Daverick Black. They're leading in points per game here for the Arabians, so they're going to really try and get the offense going through them, but just nothing's been going here early for either of these teams.
Emmanuel Davis gets it to Josiah Thomas at the top. Matthews with the drive, gets it blocked. He was looking for the foul. Here's Black coming down court. Matthews with the great hustle.
Looks like it was poked out by Willie Jackson there. Tigers just couldn't retain it, and it'll go back to the Arabians.
And there's Black at the the top. Willie Jackson right in front of him, giving him no room at all. Damian Warren gets it to Ryan Noel. Tristan Ross gets it to the post. And Damian Warren scores an easy bucket on the block.
It's a great job there. He was in great position that whole time. He just had to feed it to him and make the shot. He was guarded by guard Alex Salaji, who's a lot smaller than the height mismatch on him there, and he just got the easy bucket.
And a nice motion offense ran by the Fishers Tigers. Let's see what they can do on this possession right here. Jeffrey Simmons in the post is able to draw the foul. The Tigers will get 2 shots. Damian Warren looking for an explanation. And that's 2 on Damian Warren.
Simmons will head to the charity stripe. This year he is 68% from the free throw line, so we'll see if he can continue his streak as he hits the first one.
Second free throw is no good. Barely comes off the rim. And Tigers showing a full court press right here. Barely gets it across. In a fight for the ball, Arabians come up with it. Damian Warren gets it to Christian Jones. Back to Warren. Warren drives. And great hands by Alex Slagy as they call the jump ball. The possession will go to the Fishers Tigers.
That was great defensive awareness there by Salaji, trying to get a hand in. Just recently they switched to that full court press and it paid off here.
Yeah, they surprised the Arabians with the early full court press. They weren't expecting it at all. Willie Jackson sizing up Warren. Crosses over and is called for the carry. That would have been a great move to the basket. And Dominic Castellani checks in for Willie Jackson.
Both teams here are really quiet tonight early on. You know, both of these teams are pretty good scoring-wise, but right now they just haven't been able to get their shots falling. So that hopefully both these teams can see what they need to do to make sure that they make the offensive adjustments that they need.
Here's Warren to Ross. Ross posts up. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Ross again. Black at the top of the key. Ross with the screen on Emmanuel Davis. Tries to get something going. Tristan Ross gets it back to Black. There's Warren trying to move around the baseline. There's nowhere to go. It is called for a push in the back. Emmanuel Davis. No, I'm sorry, that's Josiah Matthews. Called for the push in the back.
Yeah, they're just trying to get some offensive going here. Not much ball movement. They're just trying to get to the basket and draw fouls, what it looks like to me.
Black on the inbound. Barely gets it into Ross. Ross gets it to Jones. Jones drives. Is called for the foul. He will get 2 shots. This foul is on Emmanuel Davis.
As head coach Kevin Bates pulls his team together, trying to get a game plan going. They just need to get on the same page. Both of these teams here really do not look like they have much of an offensive plan.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, both teams are looking really, really well.
As Damian Warren misses the first free throw.
Let's see if any team can get.
And he's going to go 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. That's huge. They're going to need to hit down all their free throws that they can here tonight.
Josiah Matthews with the drive and the foul.
What a beautiful play by Josiah Matthews. Got the spin move in, got the and one, and he'll try and make this a 3-point play as he gives the Fishers Tigers a lead here.
And look at him flexing after the play, showing the grit.
That was just great determination and awareness. Great finishing, too, as Willie Jackson will come back in to check in. And he'll check in for number 10, Emmanuel Davis.
See if Josiah Matthews can convert this and one play.
Matthews on the season 72% from the free throw line as he misses his shot. can't complete the three-point play.
Damian Warren with the rebound. And Fisher's Tigers showing that early press again. The full court. Josiah Matthews with the steal. Dishes it off to Alex Slodgy. And it's called for the foul.
He'll get hard fouled there as he goes to the line for 2.
And a great extra pass by Josiah Matthews. He tried to look for the open man. Alex Slodgy at the line for 2 shots.
He's actually leading the Tigers this year from the free throw line. He's shooting 86%, so as he hits the first one. Very low scoring first quarter here, only 6-4 as the Tigers are leading.
And 1:55 left to go in the first quarter. Let's see if any team can get something going.
Slodgy misses the second free throw.
And here comes that press again. Let's see if the Ravens can get it across. The crowd is looking for a travel. There's Black. Nice pass in to Ryan Noel, who gets blocked by Jeffrey Simmons. Here's Josiah Matthews. Nice pass to Dominic Castellani, who was also blocked by Noel.
2 great defensive possessions there. Simmons met him up at the rim, and on the other end, coming flying out of nowhere, that was just 2 great blocks there off the backboard.
Noel blocked that with both hands.
Ferocious block there. That quieted the Fishers crowd.
There's Simmons again. A nice baseline drive and gets the layup to go. And here's a half-court pressure here by the Fishers Tigers. There's Warren. Gets it to Black. Black drives, dishes it off, and is stolen again.
Another turnover here by Pendleton Heights is Willie Jackson. Great left-hand finish there, traveling in fast. He got to slow himself down and put it up with his left hand. Great move there by Jackson.
Yeah, and I thought he got under the goal a little too much, but he was able to spin it back and get the roll to going.
That's a couple early turnovers here for Pendleton. That's really not what they're looking for. They're really trying to get some offense going. Haven't scored since very early in the first quarter as Slodgy comes up with a block.
And here is Noel. Noel couldn't get it to go. Slodgy with the rebound.
Simmons might have even got a hand on that. That might have been 2 blocks there.
Here's Castellani to Josiah Matthews for 3. Puts it in. Josiah Matthews is on fire.
He was
13-4, 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
He was just left wide open there. That was a defensive breakdown here by Pendleton Heights. Tigers are starting to get a little bit of momentum going.
And here's Davrick Black. Double teamed. Josiah Matthews almost comes up with the steal.
And I'll go to the Fishers Tigers. The Tigers are doing a great job here with the presses and the double teams. They have gotten 3 or 4 early steals and turnovers here, and it is just really shaking up Pendleton Heights offense right now.
And I think it comes from Josiah Matthews coming from the defensive end, turning his defensive plays into offense. Gets it into Matthews. With 1 second to go, turns it over. And that'll do it for the first quarter. 13-4, Fishers Tigers lead. And we'll be right back. Gets it into Matthews. With 1 second to go, turns it over. And that'll do it for the first quarter. 13-4, Fishers Tigers lead. And we'll be right back.
No, I don't know. I think we're doing good.
I just gotta remember the players' names.
Yeah, I know, I am too. I don't know, just not as many awkward silences, I guess. You know? Hey, Luke, are we muted? Right on, just making sure. Not bad. Yeah, that's fine. welcome back to this matchup between the Fishers Tigers and the Pendleton Heights Arabians. The score after the first quarter, 13-4, as it has been a low offensive scoring game here for both of these teams. Pendleton Heights came off out of the turnover or timeout, just trying to get some offense going, and they've just not been successful so far. As
no foul called on the play as Ross runs over Simmons. Slajji on the fast break three, puts it in. Great shot by Slajji.
The Tigers are really pulling away here. They have not, the Pendleton Heights Arabians have not scored since very early in the first quarter. They just need to get something going, anything. As Daverick Black wide open.
Couldn't get it to go. There's Tristan Ross with the rebound. Can't get it to go. Willie Jackson with the rebound. Willie Jackson pushing it up court. Slows it down, gets it to Matthews at the top of the key. Simmons in the post. Left-handed, can't finish. Out of bounds. Off of Tristan Ross.
That'll stay with the Tigers.
Number 10, Emmanuel Davis, comes in for Jeffrey Simmons. Slajji to inbound, gets it to Matthews. Willie Jackson gets it to Slajji. Slajji spins. Left hand, finishes.
Just a beautiful play by the junior, Alex Slajji. That was a great move. He's been leading the scoring here tonight for the Tigers.
And a double team on Daverick Black. He has nowhere to go. And a timeout by the Pendleton Arabians. That pressure is really overwhelming.
Yeah, they just do not know what to do. Once they get the ball, they'll get into that double team, try and make something out of it, and Fishers will either get a steal or they'll turn the ball over. So great defense here early by the Tigers, as they have now a 14-point lead on the Pendleton Heights Arabians. Coach Kevin Bates really trying to inspire his players here, get something going. They need a bucket, they need a foul, they need to get something going here.
What do you think Coach Moore is telling his players right now?
He's probably telling them, keep playing the great defense that they are. They're really just disrupting this whole offense that Pendleton Heights is trying to run here. And this great defense, they're leading the points off the turnovers, which is exactly what they want to do. So I'm sure Moore is just emphasizing how much the defense is mattering to them in this game.
And here's Black calling out a play. Dribbling at the top of the key. Really nothing going on for the Pendleton Arabians right now. Gets it to Early. Black again at the top of the key. Puts it in the post for Tristan Ross. Misses. Slajji with the rebound.
Another miss for the Pendleton Heights Arabians as Slajji just airmails it. Looks like him and Davis are on a different page there. And I think that's the first turnover we've seen for the Tigers since early in this game. They've been really limiting them this game, which is why they've gotten a 14-point lead right now.
And here's Warren bringing it up court. Gets it to Early. Early bumps into Willie Jackson. Willie Jackson with the steal.
No foul called. It looked like almost a reach. Jackson not happy with this one.
And there's a trap on Warren. Throws it up in the air. There's Christian Jones. Drives left-handed and finishes with the left hand. A nice drive by Christian Jones.
Finally some points on the board here for the Pendleton Heights Arabians. That's exactly what they needed. They just need to keep going now as they cut the deficit now down to 12.
Matthews gets it to Slajji. Slajji at the top of the key for Justin Long. This is the first time we've seen Justin Long tonight. Let's see what he can bring to the Tigers. He's in the post. Can't get it to go against Ryan Noel. Here's Black pushing it back.
Trying to slow this tempo down, get good looks that they want.
32, Damian Warren thought about it from three.
As Manuel Davis gets a hand in on it, and he'll give it right back Pendleton.
And here's number 34, Christian Jones gets it. Can't get the three to go. Slajji with another defensive rebound and a timeout by Coach Matt Moore. Wants to, regroup a little bit.
A couple sloppy possessions by both of these teams here. I'm sure both of these coaches are really emphasizing how much that they need to slow it down as much as they can and try and just get good looks and open shots, because both of these teams are just really rushing it and making some just sloppy bad errors, and they really need to limit those if they're going to keep going well here tonight.
That's right, man. 5:12 left to go in the second quarter. Fishers Tigers lead 18-6. Josiah Matthews is leading the Fishers Tigers in scoring right now with 6 points.
Again, a very low-scoring game here. Not a bad thing. Very defensively heavy contest here.
Emmanuel Davis comes up from the baseline, up to the top of the key. Gives it to Willie Jackson. Willie Jackson, left-handed drive is good. That is too easy for Willie Jackson. Beautiful. All he needs is a couple of inches, and he will be able to execute.
Like we said earlier, he's the Fishers Tigers all-time scorer here. Got it last Tuesday, and he is just one of the best players that Fishers got, and everybody looks up to him as a leader. You know, he on the year alone, he's averaging about 14.6 points per game, and he is one of those Tiger leaders that everybody looks up to in the locker room.
The miscommunication by the Pendleton Heights Arabians. Ball goes out of bounds, and Fishers is lucky to get this one back. Justin Long to inbound. Justin Long gets it to Matthews in the corner. Matthews drives right-handed and draws the foul. Number 32, Damian Warham, called for the blocking foul. Matthews will have 2 shots at the line.
Matthews here tonight, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe.
For the Arabians, number 4, Tristan Spinks looks to come in.
As Matthews sinks the first free throw. Largest lead of the game here for the Tigers. They're up to 15 now.
Matthews for the second free throw is good.
That'll make it 16 now.
And here's Black coming on the sideline. Throws it. Gets it to Christian Jones. Christian Jones is fouled on the play by Justin Long. Tristan Spinks was able to push it up court.
Yeah, they'll get Long on that little grab of the arm right there, and that'll be the first foul for Long tonight.
In a first look at number 15, Luke Hernandez. Let's see what he can. I'm pretty sure he can bring some great offense to the Tigers tonight.
Yeah, both of these teams are really just looking for anything to get their offenses going. The Tigers have come out a little better and stronger this quarter, but Pendleton really just needs to get something going here.
And Warham drives baseline, dishes it to Noel. Noel misses.
Great shot contest by Luke Hernandez. Goes off the leg and right back into the hands of the Arabians.
Christian Jones is fouled on the layup and is able to convert.
Beautiful, beautiful finish there.
An and one layup from Christian Jones.
He'll head to the line to look to try and make this a 3-point play.
Second foul on Justin Long.
Jones on the season, 83% from the line. And that'll just be the 4th points here for the Pendleton Arabians this quarter as he misses the free throw.
And here's Matthews. Slodgy was open, called for it, but wasn't sure about it. Luke Hernandez at the top. Gets it to Willie Jackson on the wing. Here's Jeffrey Simmons. Luke Hernandez is posting up. Damian Warham isn't open. Matthews to Slodgy. Slodgy for 3 is no good. Willie Jackson, the offensive rebound, puts it in. Great hustle by Willie Jackson, crashing the offensive board.
Now that's just Pendleton falling asleep right there. They had 3 jerseys on the one Willie Jackson, and Jackson still came up with it after the contested 3-pointer from Salaji, and they'll make that another 2-pointer for Jackson.
Damian Warham crosses over against Luke Hernandez, throws up a wild shot, and a late whistle. Willie Jackson cannot believe it. He just walks away from the referee.
Damian Warham looking for the foul there on the shot. Did not get it. Luckily, Pendleton got the ball right back on the foul by Willie Jackson. That's his first of the night. And that'll be enough to send Pendleton back to the line.
Tristan Spinks at the line for 2 shots.
Spinks shooting 71% on the year as he hits the first one.
It was a 1-and-1. The 7th team foul, which puts the Arabians in the bonus. Spinks converts on the second free throw.
First player tonight to hit both two, and that'll cut the Tiger deficit down to 14.
Luke Hernandez sets a screen for Willie Jackson. Tries to get it in the post to Jeffrey Simmons, who is blocked from behind, but is called for a foul. That is Christian Conkling called for the foul. Simmons will be going back to the line for 2 shots.
He was fouled hard when he was going up just from behind, and it looks like for the Pendleton Heights, they got Tristan Ross coming to check in, and for the Tigers, Zach Webb. Willie Jackson will take a seat, as well as Christian Conkling.
Here's Jeffrey Simmons looking to convert the second one. He does so. Here Spink gets it to Warren. Warren gets it back to Spink. Spink with a nice pass. Christian Jones for 3 in the corner is good.
Wide open. That's the look that they're exactly looking for there on that full court press. Pendleton really needs to take advantage of him there, as another early miss as ball's going around. Pendleton will get it right back, and another 2 right there. Christian Jones, a 5-point swing, cut the lead down to 10 for Pendleton.
Josiah Matthews just trying to slow things down a little bit. Zach Webb on the wing, gets it to Simmons. Simmons thinks about it, hands it off to Josiah Matthews. Matthews tries a no-look pass to Simmons. Simmons wasn't expecting it, throws it out of bounds.
Now this is interesting. A couple turnovers here for the Tigers have turned into a little bit of a point swing here, led by Christian Jones.
And Matthews takes a seat.
Jones the leading scorer for Pendleton tonight with 9 points. They'll get the same look to Davrick.
Jones in the same corner for 3, 2 in a row. The exact same play, the exact same shot, and the exact same outcome.
They are now only down by 7 here. The Tigers do not know what to do here now.
Yeah, nice little run by the Arabians. This is exactly what they needed. And Simmons at the top of the key gets it to Castellani. Castellani throws it back to Webb. Webb to Simmons. Simmons is blocked once again, but it's Tristan Ross is called for the foul.
Same kind of play. Got him from behind. He'll get him on the shooting foul. That'll send Simmons back to the line for 2.
Tristan Ross stood there in disbelief for a second. He thought he had it clean, but the ref saw something else. Jeffrey Simmons looking to convert the second one. As he does.
4 for 4 in his last 4 attempts from Simmons.
And here's Black coming up court. Webb sizing him up.
We'll set the double screen.
And he steps on the line. Great trap by Zach Webb and Luke Hernandez to force him to pass out.
Yeah, that was just a great play there defensively by the Tigers to get the ball back for him.
And here's junior Dominic Castellani bringing it up court. Luke Hernandez calls for it at the top of the key. Gets it to Slaji. Slaji with the right hand up and under. Doesn't get it to go.
Just a little too strong there for Salaji, and good move, just not his best finish as.
And a deep 3 by Damian Warham. Something we haven't seen yet today. Damian Warham shooting 3s.
Yeah, he pulled up contested too. That was a great one. And now the lead is cut down to 6 as it gets interesting as the clock winds down here in the first half.
Luke Hernandez hands it off to Dominic Castellani. Turns around. Zach Webb for 3 is no good. Ross with the rebound. Here is Spinks.
Trying to match with a 3 of his own. Just a little strong there from Webb, as it'll go right back into Pendleton's hands.
We're down to 30 seconds left to go in the first half, as the Arabians will most likely go for the last shot. Here's Warren sizing up Jeffrey Simmons at the top of the key. Simmons with the steal. Gets it to Slaji. Slaji with the left-hand layup is good. 5 seconds left to go. Black calls for it. 2, 1. Nearly banks it in from half court. And Fishers Tigers hold on to the 29-21 lead.
It was a low-scoring first half here, but Pendleton really came back. They were down 17 early. Now they're just down by 6. This is going to be a good second half if both teams can keep up doing what they need to do. We'll be right back with Fisher Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to honor our senior cheerleaders of 2019. Please help us welcome our cheerleaders to the floor. Our first cheerleader is Anna Baldassari. And escorted by her mom, her dad, Doug, and her sister, Jordan. Next year, Anna will be attending Indiana University to study speech, hearing, and language sciences with hopes of becoming a speech pathologist. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Baldassari. Our next senior is Grace Becker. Grace is escorted by her mom, Erin, and her dad, Ben. Next year, Grace plans on attending Purdue University and majoring in economics. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace Becker. Our next senior is Savannah Gerhardt. Savannah is being escorted by her mom, Andrea, and dad, Rick. Savannah plans to attend Ball State next year to study sociology and social work. Ladies and gentlemen, Savannah Gerhardt. Our next senior is Lauren Greer. Lauren was escorted by her dad, Justin, and her mom, Christy. Lauren plans to attend IUPUI next year and study health and human services. Ladies and gentlemen, Lauren Greer. Our next senior is Michaela Hatcher. Michaela is escorted by her dad, Dave, and her mom, Carla. Michaela will be attending a program called the Studio through Agency High School to learn good job skills to become a successful employee in the business community. After completion of that program, Michaela will attend the Thurston Green Institute for college and will live on campus for 3 months to gain more independence and on-the-job training. Michaela is committed to living in Harrison and younger siblings. Ladies and gentlemen, Michaela Hatcher. Our next senior is Ariel Johnson. Ariel is being escorted by her parents, Ashley and Keith Johnson, and she plans to major in communication and broadcasting with a minor in performing arts. She's considering North Carolina A&T and FAMU. Ladies and gentlemen, Ariel Johnson. Our next senior is Jessica Smalls. Jessica is escorted by her mom, John, and her dad, Greg. After graduation, Jessica plans to attend Eastern Kentucky University and major in forensic science. Ladies and gentlemen, Jessica Smalls. And our final senior is Ariana Wood. Ariana is being escorted by her mom and dad. After high school, Ariana will be attending Cedarville University and plans to study special education and hope of becoming an elementary special education teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, How about a nice round of applause for our class of 2019 senior cheerleaders?
As we head into halftime, just a reminder, the Fisher Sports Network is brought to you by Penske Chevrolet. Penske Chevy in Noblesville and Carmel is the best place to buy a new or used Chevy. Check out their website, PenskeChevy.com, for more in-depth looks at their supply and prices. Penske, a proud sponsor of the Fisher Sports Network.
Where did you originally have this in? With this one?
It up. Warren pours up for three. Couldn't get that one to go. Hazel couldn't get the rebound. And a nice save by Warren from the out of bounds.
Gets it to Ross, finishes it. Man, that was just great play. They are just killing the Tigers right now, Warren and Ross are.
And here is Simmons, gets it to Hazel. Hazel just couldn't get the rebound, which is what led to the offensive rebound and bucket for the Arabians.
It almost looks like Simmons was going to get a block on Ross there. It just right past the fingertips and went in for him.
Hernandez for another three. No good again. He is 0 for 2. Black gets it to Warren. Back to Black. Jabs at Willie Jackson. Willie Jackson doesn't move at all. And the Arabians just playing keep away at the top of the key. And Slodgy is called for the blocking foul.
Something that Pendleton likes right here is the mismatch on Hazel and Warham. Warham's definitely got a good 4 or 5 inches on him. I think they're going to keep trying to play through this. The defensively, the Tigers need to switch it up a little bit here.
Yeah, Warham it's kind of like a stretch four, you know. He stretches the floor. He can shoot the three. He's really good in the paint, too.
It's clock winding down here to end the third quarter.
5 seconds. Gets it to Warham. Warham in traffic is called for the foul.
Simmons can't believe it. He thought he was straight up and got all ball. And that'll send Warham to the line now.
And just 0.6 left on the clock, and it's a 5-point game. If he converts this, it's going to be a single possession game.
Warham and Jones on the night both have 12 as Warham converts the first free throw, and that'll make it a 4-point lead here for the Tigers.
Yeah, those two have combined for 24 points, more than half of Arabian's points.
Second shot falls, and now it's just a 3-point game, single possession.
Willie Jackson
just short on the shot there. That would have been a crazy buzzer beater as we head into the fourth now. Tigers 41, Arabians 38. The Arabians have been clawing their way back, and we're headed into the fourth quarter, just a 3-point game. And we'll be right back on Fisher Sports Network. What happened there? Did we lose audio? For a little bit, yeah. No, just 2 minutes they missed. We'll do it at the end of the game.
And we're back to start the fourth quarter. Fisher's Tigers are up 41-38, just a 3-point game. The Arabians did trail by 16 at one point. They have clawed their way back here as Black.
It's been an exciting last half of the game here. It looked like a very, very slow start to Pendleton in their game, but they're just doing really good right now here at the end, and he draws the foul.
Simmons is called for another foul. And that's where they're really strong. The Arabians, their post game is really strong. Points in the paint is more than half of their points. Tristan Ross looking to go 2 for 2 from the line. Can't get that one to go. It stays a 2-point game. Josiah Matthews brings it up. There's Alex Slodgy, gets it to Hernandez. Hernandez into Simmons. Simmons turns around.
Great finish there by Simmons, the freshman.
A nice turnaround by Simmons.
He's got 10 points now on the night, double digits.
It's still crazy. He's 6'5", and he's a freshman, starting varsity. I'm really excited for this kid.
Yeah, they're doing a great job here tonight as they're going to get the offensive turnover. That is huge here. That is only a 4-point game. That is not what they are looking for here, but it has just been a bad night for turnovers all around. It has been sloppy, just very defensively heavily game, and, you know, just turnovers is not what both of these teams are looking for here.
Here's Justin Long. Josiah Matthews at the wing, gets it to Hernandez. Hernandez, same play. Simmons loses the ball.
Black comes up with the steal.
Derek Black gets it to Christian Jones. Christian Jones for a contested three. Can't get it to go. Simmons with the strong rebound and is called for a... Ryan Noel is called for a foul. The Arabians are very upset. Hearing some boos in the stadium.
Very disgruntled fans right now. It looks like they're going to get them for grabbing on the arm there, trying to steal that ball. It looked, you know, that could have gone either way. It just, they're going to call against them, and you just hate to see it if you're the Arabians right now. Pendleton Heights trying to mount a comeback, and that was just a turnover, then it led into that foul. It's just not looking good here.
Just derails you out of your momentum. And here's Justin Long. Willie Jackson checks back in for Luke Hernandez. Alex Slodgy gets it to the top of the key. Jeffrey Simmons dishes it off to Justin Long. Justin Long at the free throw line to Willie Jackson. Willie Jackson trying to look at Jeffrey. in the paint. Sloshy with the nice little floater, gets his own rebound, pump fakes, puts it up, but can't get it to go. There is a foul.
And he'll head back to the free throw line. Both teams feel like they've been living in the free throw line this second half, and the Tigers have been converting on their free throws, and so have the Arabians. So,
and Alex Sloshy, way to stay with the play. Misses the floater from about the free throw line, but gets his own rebound, pump fakes.
yeah, and he's a little guy too. He's one of the guards for the Tigers, and he went up and got his own board twice there. Great job drawing the foul, and as he hits that first free throw.
And his brother also, Jeremy Sloshy, a notable alumni, played here 4 years for the Fishers Tigers. A great shooter as well. So I think it just runs in the family, you know.
It definitely does, Andrew.
And here is Davrick Black bringing it up court again. Warren thought about the three. It's blocked. Here is Jackson on the fast break.
And he
It's fouled. Davrick Black called for the blocking foul. Willie Jackson kind of just threw himself into Black. Luckily, is able to get the foul call, and he'll get 2 shots at the free throw line.
And Kevin Bates, the head coach for Pendleton Heights, is furious on this one that he did not get the call for Warren's foul, but then they turned around and got the call to foul for Willie Jackson.
And he is red hot.
He is furiously arguing with the refs here and standing about half court.
And the ref still trying to explain the case to Arabian's head coach. Willie Jackson converts at the line. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2. And he does.
Surprised Bates wasn't given technical there. He was out with the ref in the half court, just in his face, screaming at the top of his lungs.
And look at him, he's still going at it.
Worm shots long. Jackson gets a hand on it.
Just Josiah Matthews pushing it quickly up the court. Justin Long drives left-handed, can't get it to go. Warren with the rebound.
No good. Jackson for the blocking foul.
A foul on Jackson. Tries to cut him off, but gets too much body contact.
Tigers extend their lead to 8 right now as we're about halfway through the fourth quarter. They're starting to slip away from Pendleton here.
I've kind of noticed the pattern. Every time they start a quarter, they start off really strong, but they need to make sure they finish the quarter strong. The Arabians have been able to come back every single quarter. So let's see how the Fishers Tigers come back as Josiah Matthews Euro steps into a body and is called for another foul. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Number 42, Ryan Noel, is called for the foul. That is his 4th foul. 1 more and he is gone. And number 4, Tristan Spinks for the Arabians, ready to come in for Noel.
As Matthews hits the first free throw, that'll give him 14 on the night. One of the leading scoring for the Tigers, actually.
And here's Matthews for the second free throw, is good. Davrick Black slowly bringing it up court. Calls out his play. Dishes it to Spinks. And there is Ross at the top of the key. A long pass. Willie Jackson takes it. And it's a 5-on-4 break. Willie Jackson in left hand reverse. What a move by Willie Jackson.
Willie Jackson threw one hand up, got the interception from half court, took it coast to coast. What a great left hand finish.
Yeah, and what a show we are seeing from Willie Jackson, the Fishers Tigers all-time leading scorer.
So he'll extend the lead for the Tigers to 12, and the timeout by Pendleton here. They are really starting to shake as the game's starting to slip away from them.
We've got 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the 4th. Let's see if the Tigers can finish out this quarter strong and come out with a W.
Coach Kevin Bates really trying to get with his team, talk about slowing it down, getting to what they need to do. Honestly, they were playing better when they were just going fast with it. They're finding people on the open shots, and some of these fast-paced drives that they were getting their wide-open shots off of. And now that the Tigers have kind of settled back in on defense, they just, they haven't been able to get anything that they want. They've been taking contested shots, and they've been winning on the rebound game today, and that's for sure. But other than that, their shots, their field goal percentages are not too well today.
Yep, great call, Ben. And as we close the timeout, Fishers will have the sideline inbound.
You know, this is actually a pretty close contested match. You know, Tigers are ranked 19th in the state, while Pendleton's only ranked 169, and it's been a very close battle all night. You know, it's a good matchup to see. It's very defensively strong, and you know, I'm excited to see how it plays out here.
Yeah, and Pendleton is a really good offensive team, scoring about 54 a game. With 5 minutes left to go, Fishers has held them to 39. Shows their defensive execution tonight. And a left-hand move by Warren.
Great finish by Warren. He has just been killing the Tigers tonight, really has been.
And here's Justin Long. Gets the screen from Emmanuel Davis and is called for the travel.
Looks like they'll get him for that left pivot foot sliding. You know, he's trying to go up with the fake shot, come around, hit him with the behind, and he just foot slid out from underneath him. He'll get called on the travel there, put the ball back right in Pendleton's hands.
In a 10-point game, Daverick Black gets it to Christian Jones. Christian Jones to Warren. Warren is double teamed. He's in the corner, has nowhere to go. Gets it to Tristan Ross in the post. Warren, a deep three.
In and out.
But Long can't come up with the rebound. Emmanuel Davis is able to get it. Josiah Matthews in the corner, drives baseline, goes up strong and is blocked by Warren and Spinks.
That was great contest there on the defensive end. You know, Warren and Jones are really killing these Tigers here tonight. They have 28 out of the 43 points combined here tonight. That is just very, very large amount. They're two single-handedly killing the Tigers.
And Tristan Ross with a nice post move to get the two easy buckets. 2 points. Davis at the top, Szilagyi.
Both Davis and Szilagyi were wide open.
There's some miscommunication among the players, and Matt Moore needs to call a timeout.
Looked like he was trying to get it to Szilagyi, who was wide open, obviously the shooter for the Tigers. He has 12 on the night for the Tigers, and they're trying to get the ball to him, but the ball landed in Emmanuel Davis's hands, and Matt Moore is just trying to call a timeout here to get his team on the same page and try and close out this game. Only 3:43 left in the fourth quarter.
And it's an 8-point game, so I mean the game's not over yet.
No,
it's
not at all.
We've still got a game. So.
Anybody's game at this point.
Yes, sir.
Pendleton just needs to get their defense sound, and what they need to do is just really, really try and take more open shots. They really have been killing Fishers down low in the threes tonight. The rebound game has been easily won by Pendleton. They just need to put up shots, and hopefully they can get the rebounds like they've been doing all night and put them back up for the second-point opportunities.
And the timeout comes to an end. Fishers will have the ball from the sideline. 3:43 left to go in the fourth quarter, 8-point game. We've got a good game on our hands, Ben.
Very exciting one. Like we said, Pendleton starts out strong every quarter, and they've been kind of dying off and fizzling out. We just need to see if they can keep the tempo going, try and stop these Tigers, and claw their way back out of this deficit. They got all the way back down to a 3-point game, and they've lost a little bit of that lead, making it 8 now.
Szilagyi thought about the three, kicks it back out to Josiah Matthews. Matthews bounce passes to Willie Jackson. Willie Jackson to Jeffrey Simmons. Finds Emmanuel Davis in the corner. Simmons with a strong drive. Goes off of his leg. No. The ball stays with Fishers.
Coach Kevin Bates for Pendleton cannot believe the call.
The referee's talking about it, and they do overturn the call.
I was going to say that was a very poor call, as it was obviously Pendleton's ball, but you know, they got the ball back. I was sure that Pendleton Heights coach Kevin Bates was going to freak out there.
Here's Black. Can't hear the play because of the loud crowd. Here's Spinks at the top of the key. Gets it back to Black. Willie Jackson staying right in his grill, giving him no room to breathe. Dishes it to Christian Jones. Christian Jones for three is no good. But Warren with the rebound is called for the foul.
Simmons will get called on the foul, and you know, like I've said, they literally have been getting every board this game. Their offensive boards are insane right now, and that's really what they need to continue to do.
And it's this Tristan Ross and Warham combo that's killing the Fishers Tigers. They're two guys that are over 6'6", about 6'6". Fishers has Jeffrey Simmons, who stands at 6'6", and Emmanuel Davis, the second tallest on the court right now, standing at about 6 feet 2 inches.
See, look, Warham hit the second free throw there. It looks like the crowd got to him a little bit on that first one. A little off right, as it's only a 7-point lead now for the Tigers. Willie Jackson trying to figure out something to do with it.
Jeffrey Simmons deep in the post, gets it. Able to get the layup. He was looking for the foul.
He's been bodying him down low all game. He has been doing a great job, the freshman has.
Yeah, and he's got 12 strong points in the paint tonight.
3 Tigers players combined for well over 35 points. That'd be Josiah Matthews, Willie Jackson, and Jeffrey Simmons.
And here, Josiah Matthews. Simmons with the rebound. Matthews' left-handed layup won't go. And the Arabians look to push it. They don't have numbers. They get it to Spinks. Spinks just dribbling up at the top of the key, gets it to Black. Black to Jones.
They're running out of time here. They need to get some shots up.
Let's see if Jones can get something going. And Warm, another deep three, is an air ball. But the Arabians come up with the rebound.
You know, it was a great, earlier, that play designed by Kevin Bates and the Arabians. Got him wide open, but the Tigers played great defense as the ball's going to go back with the Tigers. Now with 1:34, they'd shoot up a lot of time on that possession and came out empty-handed. The Tigers are now up by 9 with 1:34. That is just heart-killing to see if you're an Arabians fan right now.
And Coach Matt Moore puts in seniors Zach Webb and Roman Molden with about 1:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Just giving his other players some playing time.
Timeout is called here.
And I mean, still a 9-point game. Anything can happen.
Yeah, they probably chewed about a minute off the clock there on that last offensive possession and came out empty-handed. What they really need to do is try and get up the court, put up a shot, whether that's a 2 or a 3, and get back on defense. They tried to design a play. They were waiting out there for their coach to call a play, and it just did not end up paying it off. It just took off too much time off the clock. And now with 1:34 left, Tigers have the ball. I'd expect Pendleton to come up here and foul whoever's got the ball for the Tigers.
Yeah, I agree, Ben. And the timeout comes to an end. Let's see if the Tigers can close this out and improve their record to 16-5 on the season, which is actually pretty impressive. Roman Molden, a first look at him. He's a senior to inbound the ball. Arabian showing some full court man-to-man pressure. Willie Jackson is open. Gets it to Emmanuel Davis, who crosses it and dishes it back to Willie Jackson, that is. Roman Molden with the fake pass, with a lob. Oh, Jeffrey Simmons can't get it to go. A beautiful pass by Roman Molden. That would have been sweet.
That would have been very nice. Even though it was an alley-oop layup, he just rattled out of the rim and fell as Warren will again go to the line.
Luke Hernandez is looking to check in with 1:12 left to go. Warren at the free throw line for 2 shots. Gets the first to go. It's an 8-point game. 1:12 left. Luke Hernandez comes in for Jeffrey Simmons.
Simmons has had just a phenomenal game. He's going to finish out the night with 14 points, and nothing more you can ask for a freshman.
And Warren is able to convert, go 2 for 2 from the line. Here's Jackson, who goes along the sideline, nearly stolen. Luke Hernandez comes up with it. Jackson in the corner is fouled by Spinks.
About a minute left on the clock. They'll send Jackson to the line with a 7-point lead for the Tigers. My bad, they're not in bonus yet.
I think they had one foul to give.
They did have a foul to give, that was on me, but I wouldn't be surprised here if Arabians try to foul here. It's only a 7-point lead, and Tigers have been they've been decent tonight from the line. But
Josiah Matthews dribbling against some strong pressure. Gets it to Willie Jackson. Willie Jackson guarded tightly by Early, and the ball goes off of Spinks. Josiah Matthews is frustrated, and a timeout by the Pendleton Heights Arabians.
I'm surprised they didn't come out and foul there, you know. That's 20 seconds that just got shaved off the clock.
Yeah, that's big. That's
Tigers
really big.
still have the ball, and they're up by 7. You know, this is just the gap for opportunity is just closing very fast for the Pendleton Heights Arabians, and Coach Kevin Bates for the Pendleton Heights Arabians are really trying to get his team on the same page. So we'll see what they come out here and what defensive set after the timeout.
And just 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fishers Tigers up 53-46. Tigers do have possession. Let's see if the Arabians come out and foul, which they kind of need to. Hernandez gets it to Jackson. Jackson is fouled by Early. Early gives him a little love tap.
And that'll send Willie Jackson to the free throw line here.
And here's Tristan Ross checking back in. He checks back in for Early.
Have the 2 big men in down here for the Arabians. Jackson will try and give them Tigers a little bit more of advantage here with under a minute left in the fourth quarter as he sinks the first one.
Willie Jackson, automatic from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, he's been a phenomenal all season long, from the free throw line as he misses the second one.
And Arabians need to push it. Here comes Black. Drives in, has nowhere to go. Here's Jones. And a lot of time shaved off the clock, but Black is able to find Tristan Ross wide open at the block. And it's a 6-point game, 30 seconds left. And a timeout by the Pendleton Arabians.
Yeah, only a 6-point game here at 30 seconds. They've just been taking too long all night here trying to figure out what they can do on the offensive side. You know, they were really playing good when they were going fast and trying to get the ball up and get open shots. But whenever they slow it down and let Fishers defense get settled, the defense for the Fishers Tigers is basically a brick wall. They are not getting by anything, and it's forced the Arabians to take just wild shots and contested shots, ones that they do not like. And every time that the Arabians try and get something going, they usually end up shaving off 20, 30 seconds on the clock. And, you know, they were lucky to come out with some points on that one, but earlier attempts, they've held the ball for 40 seconds to a minute, and they've just come up with nothing, which is just heartbreaking for them. And it's just opportunity gap is closing for them here to try and come back against the Tigers.
Yeah, and the Arabians just right under the season average of 54 points. They're at 48. As Warren guards the out of bounds. Willie Jackson wide open. Takes the layup and is fouled. And a nice little trickery out of bounds scenario right there. Roman Molden looked like he was about to inbound it, but Willie Jackson goes right out of bounds. Roman Molden gives him the ball. Confuses the Arabians a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion there caused by the Tigers. Ultimately, end up sending Willie Jackson to the free throw line. See,
Jackson gets that one to go. And he's got 12 on the night. And Coach Matt Moore subs out the seniors.
and he'll bring in the juniors here, basically ending the senior night here for the Tigers.
Willie Jackson misses on the second. Julian Hazel got the rebound but lost it. Here comes Black. Pushes to Spinks. And a foul is called on the play.
Spinks hit the fadeaway three there, but Black was already fouled.
And Castellani looking to check in.
And this game's all but wrapped up right now. There is a 7-point lead, only 20 seconds left. It's not over yet, but Coach Matt Moore has put in all of the he's taken out all the seniors, which is basically just, the game is over right now. Great performance by both teams these here tonight. You know, it started off very, very slow scoring game, very heavily defensive game, and the Tigers have come out and they put the foot on the gas and they did not let off all game. Pendleton had some sparks there in the second quarter trying to get them going. Same with the third as the Tigers have the ball. The clock is winding down and that'll secure the victory for the Fishers Tigers.
Fishers Tigers able to come out with the win on senior night. Big win for Fishers Tigers. They improved to 16-5 on the season. Tigers win 55-48 against the Arabians.
Before we head out, the Fishers Sports Network is brought to you by Penske Chevrolet. Penske Chevy, Noblesville and Carmel is the best place to buy a new or used Chevy. Check out their website, PenskeChevy.com, for more in-depth look at their supply and prices. Penske, proud sponsor of the Fishers Sports Network. And Andrew, it's been a great game here tonight. It was awesome calling with you. And that'll be it here tonight for Fishers Sports Network. I'm Ben Clark.
And I'm Andrew Mays.
And we will see you next time here at Fishers Sports Network.